For this holiday season, John and I decided to make pork and red chili tamales. I've only made these a few times, so they didn't come out the very best, but they still came out pretty delicious. First, I stemmed and seeded the peppers, then I toasted them in a skillet and soaked them in hot water, but John forgot to film that part. Once the peppers are softened, they get blended with some garlic and spices, then they go back on the stove to get cooked until they're dark and toasty. Once the peppers are ready, we're mixing the chili sauce in with the pork shoulder, which we shredded. The next step is making the masa. We take the corn flour and soak it for 15 minutes with the leftover pork broth and some of the chili pepper mixture. After that, we threw it in a stand mixer with a paddle attachment and mix it with some lard and more chili pepper mixture until it all comes together. The texture should be like whipped potatoes or hummus. Finally, it's time to assemble the tamales. So this is our assembly line. I had John put the masa on the corn husk, which we had pre-soaked so they become pliable. Then I added some of the pork and chili mixture in the center and then rolled them up. The tamales get steamed for about 90 minutes over a medium heat. Then you let them rest. You know the tamales are ready when the masa peels easily away from the husk.
Thin tamale.
We serve the tamales with the green tomatillo salsa that we also made at home.
No, I think it needs to cool so it can
Feliz Navidad! Merry Christmas! Chúc mừng Noel! Thanks for watching!